Welcome back to the Racing Mind video series, where we journey deeper into the human mind than anyone has ever gone before. In this video series, we untangle the ancient mystery of mental illness and teach you what you need to know before your racing mind gets the best of you. This groundbreaking series provides answers to some of the deepest mysteries of the human mind and reveals, for the first time in history, the precise cause of mental and emotional illness and the psychophysiological basis of a wide range of psychiatric disorders and associated medical conditions. These educational videos, which present concepts that are so new that they are just beginning to make their way through the medical field, are based on thousands of hours of direct patient analysis and clinical observation in conjunction with the latest research on psychiatric disorders from around the world. In this segment of this series, we will discuss the deleterious effects of unrestrained neuronal hyperexcitability on physical health in terms of social psychology. Let us begin by recalling that the body is made of billions of individual living cells. Although all of these cells are very much alike, they do have individual differences, much as different people, though being very much alike, have individual differences. Also, like people in society, the cells of the body form communities that work together for the well-being of the whole. Thus, for example, just as the staff at a utilities plant work together to see that clean water is pumped into our homes and offices, the cells of the heart work together to see that oxygenated blood is pumped into the organs and tissues of the body. And just as other groups of workers are responsible for such necessities as food, sanitation, heat, electricity, social order, and so on, other groups of cells are responsible for digestion, elimination, temperature regulation, neural transmission, immune function, and so on. Now then, because the human body is a microcosm of human society, simply observing how things go wrong in society can reveal much about how things go wrong in the body. The most obvious way that things can go wrong in society is via simple accidents. With so many people coming, going, and carrying out specialized services every minute of the day, something is bound to go wrong once in a while. However, as long as everyone is working together, the consequences of most accidental errors are relatively inconsequential and easy to remedy. The same is true of the physical body. Where bigger problems arise is when people start to behave irresponsibly. For example, when people choose to skip work or allow themselves to become distracted by other things, the number of errors and seriousness of errors begin to increase. Worse yet, people may choose to compete with one another, deceive one another, or steal from one another. These same phenomena can occur in the physical body because the brain, which is the hub of activity in the physical body, is governed by the mind. Thus, for example, the mind can corrupt the physical body by deciding to eat unhealthy foods, take unnecessary risks, or become contentious with other people. Not only could such behaviors weaken or injure the body, but they could also cause stress to develop in the body. Although emotional stress might seem to be inconsequential to physical health, it actually poses the greatest threat to health because it disrupts numerous functions of the body. Just as a bomb threat in society would cause all but uniquely trained individuals to drop what they were doing and evacuate the area, so too does emotional stress cause specialized cells of the body to stop what they were doing until the brain ceases to sound the alarm. Now imagine what would happen if the brain were continually sounding an alarm. Of course, most of the cells of the body would remain more or less paralyzed in response to the alarm. If society were to remain in such an immobilized state, as recently occurred with COVID-19, the dysfunction would be sustained for a little while, but over time, irreversible damage could occur, such as when lives were lost and businesses permanently closed during the pandemic. As we have been discussing in this video series, it is not so much the stress of life that continually sounds an alarm in the body, but an inherent hyperexcitability of the neurological system. Neuronal hyperexcitability combines with otherwise tolerable levels of emotional stress to make one think, feel, and act as though life were a continual series of bomb threats. According to the multi-circuit neuronal hyperexcitability hypothesis, this explains why psychiatric symptoms, which are the most sensitive indicators of pathologically elevated stress levels, have been found to forecast the early development of chronic disease. It provides the first biologically based explanation for the heretofore unexplained association between chronic mental illness and a shortened lifespan. Control your brain, control your life. We hope that you are benefiting from this video series. Portions of this video and others in this series were taken from the books The Racing Mind and Am I Depressed or Am I Bipolar? Those interested in developing a deeper understanding of this topic can also refer to the scientific publication The Multi-Circuit Neuronal Hyperexcitability Hypothesis of Psychiatric Disorders. Please note that these materials in this video series are for educational purposes only and are not intended to guide treatment without formal evaluation. This video series is sponsored by the Binder Foundation, a charitable organization that is dedicated to the enhancement of human life through research and education on disorders of the mind, body, and spirit. If you have found this video to be a benefit to you, please share it with your family and friends. And please don't forget, your feedback is important to us.